All righty. So we are about to start the game any moment now, any minute now. Um, yeah. So just really quick before we do start. One, I made a little something to eat, so I have a little soup that I'm gonna be eating just real fast. I need to put a little something in my stomach, so don't mind that. But other than that, I want to start off with just a tiny disclaimer going into this game. So, I personally don't think that this is really a fair matchup at this point. And I was a fan and proponent of them postponing this game because of the impact that COVID has had on the Saints. However, um, and just because to me it's not fair, and I put myself in the position of the other side, and playoffs are on the line, and it's not fair. So, unfortunately, even if we do win, it's going to lessen my internal excitement a bit because, I don't think it's fair. And it's one of my principles. I like fairness and equality to the highest, possibility or whatever. And I think that this is something that could have been avoided. They certainly, as difficult as it would be, they could postpone the game, and they chose not to. Um, but it is what it is. So I just wanted to get that disclaimer out there. I know it's a super unpopular opinion. Dolphins fans gonna hate me for it. All they give a shit about is just getting the win. But my principles are more important than just winning. And so, you know, it is what it is. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I wanted to get that out so now I can just focus on what happens in this Monday night matchup. So, anyway, I am about to crush my food really fast so I can be done with that and whatever. So, for the first few minutes, don't mind me. They are getting ready to kick off. Looks like the Dolphins will be kicking, so the Saints will start with the ball. Obviously, or no. I'm sorry. The Saints are going to kick off. The Dolphins will start with the ball. So Tua will be out first on the offense. The Saints will get it after halftime. All right, so he takes it out of the end zone, gets to about the 21-yard line before he gets tackled. 21-yard line. All right, Dolphins making it out onto the field. 69.9% completion percentage. That's the best in the NFL. He takes a couple shots down the field. All right, here we go. Let's see how this game goes, man. What's going on, Jonathan? First drive for the Dolphins. Excuse me. So they give it, or they fake the handoff, get it to Gesicki quick on the outside, picks up about 4 yards before he gets tackled. Quick one to Gesicki out in the flat, picks up about 4 yards. He's the most dynamic player. Gesicki, having a career year in receptions. And when you have so many players out defensively. Happy holidays to you too, my brother. I appreciate it. Same to you, my man. Second and 6. Dropping back. He gets it out to Waddle quick, picks up about 3 or 4 yards. So it is going to be third down. Pocket was starting to collapse a little bit. You see CJ Gardner-Johnson making the play out in the flat. When you're talking about this secondary, you're talking about one of the best secondaries in the NFL. Minus Malcolm Jenkins here tonight. But CJ Gardner-Johnson, I can tell you this, we'll be calling his name a lot tonight. One of the fastest, most physical, fearless nickel corners. All right, 3rd and 2. Dolphins first third down of the game. Let's see if they can pick it up and keep moving. He drops back, dumps it out quick to Waddle, and he gets enough, a little extra, and there's a flag for extra fucking I mean, that was pretty clear. Marshawn Lattimore just threw him down when he was out of bounds. So that'll be 15 yards for an unnecessary roughness. Add 15 yards. He picked up about 6, add 15, so it's going to be like 20-ish yards now. I mean, that was pretty clear, though. He definitely threw him down out of bounds, so definitely a good call. From our own 49-yard line, they hand the ball off. Only gets about a yard, maybe 2 with Duke Johnson. So 2 yards officially. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Johnson had a career game, 22 carries, 107 yards, and a couple of touchdowns as the 4th running back. Save the day for Miami. All right, let's go. Let's see what we do. 2nd and 8. From the 49-yard line of the Saints. 2 in the shotgun. Johnson behind him. Hand it to Johnson. Try and go up the gut and pick up just a couple yards again. So it's going to be 3rd and about 6. All right, let's see what the Dolphins do now. This is their 2nd 3rd down. But this one's 3rd and 6. Last one was 3rd and 2. 3rd and 6. Come on. Got to convert this. Waddle's in the backfield. That's interesting. He's just running a short route, and they bring quick pressure, and Tua overthrew Gaskin. So 4th down, they had a rusher straight up the middle, untouched basically. Yeah, they brought a stunt. So Dolphins are going to end up punting on their first drive. I mean, going into this, I expected it to be a defensive-heavy game, low scoring. So far, that is the case. Interesting. He didn't call fair catch, and the Dolphins cover team didn't bother to tackle him right away. All right, here comes Ian Book, and the New Orleans Saints offense, as limited as it is. They're going to be starting pretty deep in their own territory. Like I said, I expect this a defensive-heavy game, so I do expect our defense to perform well. Having the motherfucking punt on our first drive is not super encouraging, but they have so many guys out with COVID that it's probably not going to matter for the entire game. Especially if we are at least able to, move the ball and have somewhat longer drives. Demario Davis being out, Malcolm Jenkins, Quan Alexander, a bunch of their defensive line depth. We should be able to take advantage. Not so much on that first drive. Obviously, 15 yards of our progress was on the penalty. And we still couldn't even get into field goal range. So on a commercial, I'm trying to kill this soup really quick so I can be done with it. I mean, if the Dolphins lose this game to a massively depleted New Orleans Saints team, then yeah, they definitely don't deserve to make it into the playoffs. So And if they win, which they should win, then, you know, it's 7 straight wins, and so they do get credit for that and everything. But like I said, as much of an unpopular opinion as it may be, it does kind of lessen the win a little bit for me, emotionally speaking, on the inside, because of it. But we'll see how it plays out, man.
The all-time wins leader at Notre Dame. Said I just visualize me going out there having fun and bringing some energy. They will see rookies with big eyes in the huddle. That's the last thing I want when watching his eyes. In case he's at home. There was a reason they had big eyes, trying to see everything.
All right, so they are going to be pinned pretty deep.
I know that's for sure because Brian Flores, Josh Brewer, they bring more.
I expect them to be aggressive off the start. 1st and 10.
And he starts back up at his own 16.
From our own 16-yard line, they run it. Kamara gets about 4 yards on 1st down, so a decent pickup there.
It's all about Alvin Kamara tonight. He's going to carry a heavy load over the run game and the pass game. Marquez Callaway. At some point in time, he's got to win down the field against these fantastic Miami Dolphins corners. And then for the Dolphins, it's really about the rookies. Jalen Phillips out of University of Miami leads this team in sacks. And Javon Holland. Look.
So 2nd and 7, picked up 3 officially from their own 19. He's dropping back to pass, gets it out quick. Who is that? Ethan Wolf. Some no-name guy because all of their players are out. But they pick up about 5 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 3 officially. First opportunity for the Dolphins defense to get off the field. Third and 3. Dolphins crowding the line of scrimmage, bringing some heat. And it's intercepted by Nick Needham. It looked like it might have got tipped at the line of scrimmage, and it's a pick 6. So Dolphins are now up 6-0. It looked like it might have got tipped at the line of scrimmage, and the deflection into Nick Needham. Don't like the play calling already. Yeah, he was good, Martin, coming through to show some. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I needed some quick food, so I made a little bit of soup really fast. Yeah, it got deflected. It looked like Andrew Van Ginkel got a little piece of it, and so it floated right into Needham's hands for the pick 6. So there we go. I mean, you know, it's so conflicting for me, man. Like, because it's just not really fair, bro. Like, it's Ian Book, and they have no weapons. They have no offensive line. So, like, it's super not fair to me. But, like, you know, I'm excited. Nick Needham just got a pick 6. It's fun. I'm going to try and enjoy the good stuff of it. So, otherwise, everybody's just going to call me a hater and blah, blah, blah. But whatever, man. Dolphins are up 6-0, pending the extra point. And I mean, like, honestly, and that's the thing is, like, at this point, after that just happened, I almost feel like the game is already over because I don't see how they're going to be able to hold up. You know, like, I don't expect them to move down the field and get a touchdown to tie the game. I don't even feel like it's going to be really even interesting at this point. Like, I feel like it's just so unfair and so, like, they're going to be so outmatched because they're missing so many players that it's not, you know, it's not as enjoyable to me, man. I mean, we'll see. There's a lot of game left to go, and they are about to come back out on the field. So, you know, maybe they'll keep it interesting, and maybe it'll be a fun game. But
these folks don't have time to go to the post office. They use Stamps.com. One of the services of the post office.
All right, let me get done with this food so I can stop slurping in front of y'all. being all rude and shit. Get done with this. Yeah, like, I don't know, bro. It just doesn't excite me to beat up on a fucking weak opponent. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't get excited for fucking beating up on a weak opponent.
Let's take a look and try to see what he was thinking here. He's trying to throw this ball quick against all-out pressure. He wants to throw it right here. But watch as the ball gets tipped. Now the ball changes direction. It goes behind the receiver right into the hands of Needham. That's the 20th tip for the Miami Dolphins at the line of scrimmage. That leads the league. A big reason why is because of that pressure up front.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I just don't think it's even going to be competitive at this point. And that's, it's cool if we make it to 8-7 and, we stay alive in the playoffs. Yeah, that's exciting and that's fun. And it definitely makes the Wednesday videos that I do about how to get to the playoffs and stuff and it's cool to, have our destiny in our hands and stuff. But I just, people can fucking hate me for it all they want, bro. Like, I honestly don't care, man. It's hard for me to get excited about beating up. It's same thing with the 49ers last season, bro. Like, it was just super hard. Those are slightly different scenarios because they actually endured a ton of injuries that, are long-term things that kept a lot of their players out for like the entire season. This is something where they could have pushed it a week and, maybe it would have been a little bit more competitive, but I don't know. And maybe it'll still be competitive. So let's see. He drops back to pass, gets it out quick, and the receiver drops the ball. Yeah, bro. I don't think this is going to be competitive, man. What's going on, Derek? How's it going, brother? I feel bad for y'all. I really do. Because at this point, like I've been saying, I don't, especially after that pick six right there, I feel like it's not going to be competitive and it's just not fair. And it's hard for me to get excited about that. Like, I don't like beating up on weak opponents. And that applies to football as much as it does life, man. Like, I hate fucking, anyway. So they run it on second down. Do pick up about 4 yards, so it's going to be third and 6-ish or whatever. Yeah, so 3rd and 6. Like, if I could probably tell you, I could probably script this game. So they're going to probably try and do some like dump off into the flat. They maybe run the ball with Kamara, some kind of screen or something like that. The Dolphins are going to rally. They're not going to get it. They're going to force the fucking the Saints to punt. And then if the Dolphins don't go down and score on this next drive, I'm sure they'll open up. So, and they sack Ian Book. There you go. I mean, not even a chance. The offensive line didn't even have a chance. So it's even worse than I thought it would have been. And now but they're going to be punting. So like I said, if the Dolphins don't score on this drive and really start to take control of this game, it's going to happen over the next couple because the Saints defense is just without so many players. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, my dude. Dolphins fans don't think that. Dolphins fans hate me for it. They hate me because I can't get excited about the fact that we're just going to probably blow out a weak opponent that, otherwise would have been a pretty competitive game. Again, let me just see how this plays out, but I'm just kind of letting people know that that's how I am. That's who I am. And so if it ends up being that kind, and I said that in my preview video too, I was like, at this point, I could actually see it like originally going into this game. I expected both offenses to struggle. I expected to be very defensive heavy. I expected to be low scoring, right? And whichever team could be a little bit more efficient or maybe, a defensive score or something along those lines would be the difference in the game, right? But then after all 22 players, including a number of key players on both sides of the ball, after all of that, I was like, bro, And in my preview video yesterday, I'm like, bro, look, I could honestly see this being a totally one-sided game at this point because they're just so short-handed. They had one guy on the motherfucking inactives list, and that's because they didn't have a choice. They had so many, and they had to call up a bunch of players from practice squad and stuff like that. Like, they didn't have a choice, bro. I mean, they also signed Blake Bortles to be the backup quarterback because Alvin Kamara, had to be the fucking emergency backup and stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, I am going to try to enjoy this as much as I can as a Dolphins fan. But as just a human being, it's really hard to. And if this game ends up turning out like the Dallas game last night, where, we just blow them out like 45 to fucking nothing or whatever, like, yeah, bro, I gotta say, it's just, that doesn't excite me. Like, it really doesn't. Especially under the circumstances. I mean, I like competitive games to begin with, but like,
last week, Dolphin players participated in a friendly gingerbread house competition. Which team could build the best house? Got 20 minutes. Blake Ferguson and Brandon Jones came in first. The runners-up, Chris Wilkins and Zach Sealer. Wilkins put his number on the side. That's you get extra credit for that. Maybe if he would have put a worm on the side or something like that, I would have gone with Wilkins and Sealer become BFFs.
All right, so here we go. Dolphins offense is now going to be back out on the field because they obviously got a quick 3 and out on the Saints offense, who has absolutely no offense. They run the ball and they stuff it. So the Saints defense is, is doing their part so far. Picked up maybe about a yard. So 2nd and 9 officially. So far on the Dolphins' first 2 drives, the defense has done their part. I just, and because they don't, like, their backup defensive linemen are out, so I feel like they're going to get worn out, and then the floodgates will just open at some point. And that would actually normally be exciting if it ends up being an incomplete pass. Oh, but there's a flag, so it looks like we're going to get helped out by a flag. Yep, so it's a defensive pass interference. So that's going to be a spot foul, automatic first down. So we're getting helped out by another flag. That was on whatever. Nick Needham got the pick 6. Yeah, I mean, there's a good argument for it. He did hook him and he did kind of pull him and stuff. It was high. The pass was pretty high anyway and probably wouldn't have been caught, and that's what he was arguing. But he did hook him. So, I mean, the first 2 penalties, like, I can't really complain about it. They're pretty legit penalties. All right, so they're running the ball again, pick up about 3 yards. This time they tried to test the outside left edge. All right, let's see what happens. 2nd and 6 from their own 40-yard line. Gets it out to Waddle quick, and he gets dumped for a loss of like 2 or 3. So it was a loss of 2, quick pass to Waddle behind the line of scrimmage in the right side. So it's going to be 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. Let's see what happens.
very aggressive at the line of scrimmage. Tua's going to have to pop one over the top in order to get them to back off.
All right, dropping back out of the shotgun. Nice pass. Gets it. Who's that? Waddle. Gets it to Waddle. Picks up the first down for about goes. Okay, so 18 yards, they said.
And he gets, this is great design by Gotze because he gets Waddle off of C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and Tua sees it immediately and gets a first down. I like the approach they're taking with Jalen Waddle.
Man, Cameron Jordan almost got a piece of it. Good on Tua to be able to get. All right, so 1st and 10 now from the 42-yard line of the Saints. Fake the handoff. Gets it out to, looks like Smythe for about 6 or 7. So it'll be 2nd and short. So 2nd and 3. Yeah, of course they rattled the fucking rookie quarterback Ian Book, bro. This shit is not fair at all. Like, it's really not.
Saints defense is not allowed a touchdown in the last 9 quarters. After New Orleans 35 is Miami on 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 from the 35 of the Saints. They hand it off to Lindsey. He's going to be just a little short, about a yard short, so it'll be 3rd and 1.
Interesting that New Orleans front, Davenport, Animata, Tuttle, and Jordan are all there, but they're down 3 backups. The Miami starting offensive line, they got all 5 of their starters, but they're down to 3 regular backups tonight.
Yeah, our fucking backups don't matter, bro. Like, our offensive line backups don't matter unless we have injuries. But yeah, the fact that their D-line doesn't have any backups is even bigger. So, Lindsey took a wildcat. So Lindsey, it was a wildcat. It looked like he got enough for the first down. The ball comes out and the Saints pick it up. There was no whistle yet. Let's see what the call is. So the defense, apparently, they gave it to the. Yeah, I think he was down too. They called it turnover though. They might say that it was started to move out before he goes down. That's close.
Good evening. Good evening, Steve.
I mean, I think he was down though.
Automatically reviewed since they went with a fumble. And John, that's the case where they let it go just in case they missed it. After review, it was determined that the runner was down by 5.
Okay, so they did overturn it.
And they should have known that originally. Philip Lindsay has never fumbled in 676 touches coming into tonight.
I mean, that's.
And his streak is intact. Brings up a good point.
So the fumble does come back, and it looks like it should be just enough for a first down.
We don't want to take away 6 points there.
They called a fumble on the field, but they did overturn it, so Dolphins are good to go.
Set there from offensive coordinator George Gotze going wildcat with Lindsay. We're going to see a lot of that tonight from the Miami Dolphins, and they've been a very good.
Yeah, I mean, he looked down to me. I can see how it could have been close in real time, depending on where you were standing, but he looked down to me, so good call, good reversal. So from the 31-yard line of the Saints, 1st and 10, and it looked like Tua just took a timeout. Apparently didn't like what he saw.
Losing 7 straight in the middle of the season. It's been a November and December to remember for the Dolphins. 6 consecutive wins. Defense, accurate quarterback. Miami looking to put a bow on the season.
I mean, so we're already in field goal range, so we should at least be able to go up 10-0 at this point, if not 14-0. But yeah, I mean, if we go up 14-0, then this game is over, bro. I'm just gonna call it. I'm just gonna call it right there because the Saints defense is not going to be able to hold up throughout the entirety of the game. The Dolphins offense will start to fucking just break them, and the Saints offense ain't going to do shit, bro. If we go up 14-0, I'm gonna call the game right there. Like I would be. So they fake the handoff, get it to Smythe quickly. That's going to be a first down to about the 20-yard line. Yeah, they get it. They get a touchdown. I'm calling the game because I just they're way too depleted, bro. The Saints offense has nobody. Their offensive line is missing guys. They have no playmakers. Not really. Fucking their fourth string quarterback Ian Book is in. Never took his second pass in the NFL was a pick six. I mean, it wasn't his fault though. To be clear, it was because of the tip. But you know, I mean, it's just not even a competition really. Ooh. So Tommy Lee Lewis was the target there, and incompletion from Tua to Tommy Lee Lewis on first down. So now it's second. 3:51 left to go in the first quarter. All right, so 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Dolphins up 7-0. Tua drops back. They get some quick pressure, but he gets it out. Gesicki makes a man miss. Tries to jump over a dude. Picks up about, I would say, 5 or 6. So it's going to be 3rd and manageable. So he can make somebody miss it. I think Gesicki thought he'd get over one, but then the second one came and said, I better tuck my head and complete this flip. Otherwise, I'm going to land on my head. I mean, why do you jump like that? Just do a normal hurdle, my dude. Anyway, 3rd and 4. So 3rd down here, 3rd and 4 from their 16-yard line of the Saints, obviously in the red zone. Drops back out of shotgun. And they sack him. The ball comes loose. It looks like we did recover the ball. Still looks like we're in field goal range. Tua got decked. Tua got fucking decked, bro. We got lucky to recover the ball in field goal range still, so we should be able to at least kick the field goal. But that was rough. All right, so Jason Sanders out for the field goal. So we should still be able to come away with the 3 points. And he's good. Woo! Barely. It was close. But it is 10-0 now. Well, like I said, I mean, so far the defense for the Saints has actually been doing their job, right? Our touchdown was a defensive touchdown, and so far on our first couple offensive drives, all we were able to get was 3 points. So far the Saints have kept it competitive, but I'm just not convinced that they're going to be able to hold out throughout the entire game, and I don't know that the Saints offense really has much of a chance to fucking reciprocate when it comes to points. So unless they get a defensive score, which, I mean, they've gotten close a couple times already with the scoop and scores, I feel like this game is at some point going to get out of hand, and the Dolphins will probably run away with it. But we'll see, man. We'll see how it plays out. It's interesting. And, you know, as unfair as I may feel that it is, there's honestly nothing that I can do about it, right? So, you know, I don't make these choices. It is what it is. They're playing the game. The NFL's made sure of it. You know, we're in it now. So just got to deal with it and fucking go as it is and see how it plays out. Honestly, though, and again, as as unpopular as it may be amongst Dolphins fans, if we get the win and it was at least, and the Saints were at least able to keep it competitive, then I'll certainly feel a lot better about that, because I do not want to see them just get absolutely obliterated and then lose chance and hope for the playoffs simply because they got fucking decimated by COVID. Like, that's just, it's not fair and it's not fun to me. So I hope they can at least keep it competitive throughout the game. I do want to win, of course, and I hope we do, but I do hope that it is competitive along the way and it's not just, a complete ass kicking the entire time. So, and so far it's been good, in that department. So I guess I can't really complain about that at this point. Let's see how the rest of it plays out. Wow. All right, so the Saints will get it after half, though. So remember, there is 2 minutes and 9 seconds left in the first quarter. The ball is going to come out to the 25 after a touchback. Yeah, I mean, I'll be surprised if they can manage to figure some way to bring the offense to life. I gotta say, bro, I don't have much confidence, and you would think as a Dolphins fan, that's awesome, right? Like that I don't have confidence in the Saints offense, but I really don't. So we'll see what happens. 1st and 10. They are on the field starting at their own 25-yard line. And they hand it off to Kamara. Picks up about 2, 3 maybe at most.
I think that's interesting. The way Brian Flores, listen, we have seen so many Bill Belichick disciples go to other teams, and it hasn't gone well. And it wasn't going well 1-7 this year. But Brian Flores has stuck.
So what is the official down and distance? I mean, I know it's 2nd down, but what is the distance? They haven't put it up on the screen yet, so I haven't seen it. Okay, so they did give him 3 officially, so 2nd and 7. And they hand it to Kamara again, who gets a yard. So it's going to be 3rd and 6. And we're probably going to make them punt, because now it's probably going to be in the hands of Ian Book. Is he going to be able to fucking evade the kind of pressure that we're about to bring to be able to get the first down? Probably not. The Saints probably will punt here. Drops back. They bring pressure. He does escape from it. And then he gets sacked for a big loss. What a shocker. So, as expected, Dolphins do now force another punt, and they will get the ball back. I just don't feel like they have any chance, man. Baker with the sack there. Chase down Book. I really don't think they have any chance at this point.
Had 6 sacks a week ago, 25 during their 6-game win streak.
All right, Tommy Lee Lewis takes it. Gets a little bit of a gain, but there's a flag, so it might be coming back. Might be a block in the back or something.
It's a 42-yard punt and a 9-yard return.
He got 9 yards on the return.
All the way over the Dolphins sideline on the flag. During the kick, illegal use of hands to the face against the return team.
Illegal use of hands to the face by the return team. So it's going to take the 9-yard. That was on Noah Igbenogany. So it's going to take away the 9-yard return and then also back them up with 11 seconds left to go in the first quarter. They're going to start at their own 26-yard line. 1st and 10 from the Dolphins' 26. Lindsey's in the backfield, out of the shotgun. I think that's Ford in motion. Tua just got drilled on the handoff. He did manage to get it to Lindsey, and he did pick up about 5 yards. But Tua just got fucking drilled again as he was trying to hand that ball off. I mean, if they keep heating Tua up like that, God forbid if fucking Jabroni Brisket's got to come in the game. That offensive line does need to fucking protect. I mean, they do still have Davenport and Jordan Cameron, and they still do have their starting defensive line. They don't have any fucking backups, so they're not really going to be able to rotate, and they're probably going to get tired at some point. But, you know, they do still have their starting guys on the defensive line, so they don't have any other starting linebackers, though, of course, so that does take away a little bit from their run defense and their pass rushing ability, but they've already heated Tua up a couple times, and he's taken some pretty big shots. So the offensive line needs to fucking not let that happen. Although on that one was a little bit of a unique situation because he did kind of delay the handoff for a little bit and then hand it off when he saw the rusher coming. But the dude got there right as the ball was being handed off. So, you know, what are you going to do? He was going after the ball or the person who had the ball. Oh, yeah. I forgot it's supposed to be.
Okay, here's the plan. You leave for the ocean, shooting down the electric wires over the AVP, parachuting the rose bushes, run past the lawnmower, called to execution, and then but where's the signature?
Nuts.com. Irresistibly fresh, dangerously delicious. Free shipping on your first order.
Tonight's aerial coverage is brought to you by Goodyear. And the latest episode, Man in the Arena. Tom Brady's first-hand account of each of his 10 Super Bowl seasons is available tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN Plus. This week, a breakdown of the Super Bowl 51 season in 2016. To get ESPN Plus, go to ESPNplus.com or download the ESPN app. I'll be honest, I'm a little behind in it. I think up to episode 4. It's unbelievable. Well, every episode, every Super Bowl, right? I mean, like 10 episodes, he's got 7 Super Bowls. Doesn't win them all. It's a Super Bowl season. Right. Yeah. But they're fabulous. Check them out.
All right. So they do pick up the first down. Sorry. Pick up 7 to Tommy Lee Lewis.
Tommy Lee Lewis is almost out the gate. You see Pete Warner track that down inside out from his linebacker position. That's the kind of thing that they need to see out of it. Because look, when you don't have the Mario Davis who makes those plays in his sleep, you've got to be able to fill in. That's a nice start there by young Pete Warner.
All right, so from their own 37-yard line, 1st and 10, handed off to Lindsey, gets stuffed initially, ends up pushing through for about 3 or 4.
What you know you're going to get from Philip Lindsay is everything. I mean, this guy gives every ounce of energy.
What's going on, Grandy? Oh, by the way.
As an all-pro, as an undrafted kid, and everybody has told him his entire life he's not big enough, he's not strong.
No, the score right now is 10-0 Dolphins. They got the touchdown because of a pick 6 on Ian Book's second pass. Yeah, I don't think this is really fair, man. I've been saying that I feel like the Dolphins defense is just going to obliterate the Saints offense because they don't have fucking anybody. And when it comes to the other way, I just feel like the Saints defense is not going to be able to hold up. So they're doing a wildcat play with Lindsey Oh, no, never mind. Brissett's on the field, so it looks like they're going to probably do a quarterback sneak or something along those lines. They at least want to make it seem like they're going to fake the handoff. He rolls out to his right, and it looked like he was a little short, so Brissett did not pick up the first down. It was Nick Needham. Nick Needham got the pick six. And it looks like they held him. He only barely got back to the line of scrimmage, so Brissett kind of slipped down a little bit and then got corralled. It's close. No, that's a good spot though. Little bit of a low snap on the punt. So Dolphins do punt just now, and the Saints, to be fair, I mean, the Saints defense has kept them in this game so far. I'm just not, again, I'm not so sure that they're going to be able to hold tough the entire game with how many guys that they have out, especially their rotational guys on the defensive line. But also, to be fair, they have put the heat on Tua a couple of times, and he's taken a couple big shots already. So, and they do get the ball after half. Dolphins started with it, so. Let's see what happens. The Saints defense has kept them competitive so far. We'll be right back. I'm going to use the bathroom.
Celebrate their first ever Week 18 season finale. We're going for Super Wild Card Weekend to extend it to New York. We're going to extra money when it comes to your food.
All right.
This is the Monday High Stakes football that kicks off the NFL postseason. Are you ready?
Yeah. Might as well. Makes sense. And besides, I mean, you're a fucking moderator like everywhere, so why not, right?
Jameis went 5-2 as a starter. Season-ending injury week 8. Simeon went 0-4 as the starter after Jameis. Taysom Hill replaced Simeon as starter with 2-1 for week 15. This past week, both Hill and Simeon.
Ian fucking Book.
You know what jumped out to me this week in preparing for this game? You mentioned this is the fourth quarterback.
Oh, excuse me.
And in the first 14 seasons, you see this graphic right here. He's only had 5 different starting quarterbacks. So this season's got 4. That is amazing.
Yeah, in 14 years, he's had 5 starting quarterbacks. This year, he's had 4. So they're starting from their own 17-yard line, 1st and 10. Dropping back to pass, bringing pressure. He does get it off, though, to Marquez Callaway. I mean, you could probably, if I'm being fair, because I did say it was a good. You could call Xavier Howard for a penalty there because he just did the same thing that the Saints defender did when he threw the player out of bounds, but they did not throw the flag. I mean, that was pretty obvious. Yeah, that was pretty obvious. I'm not going to lie, but they did pick up a nice gain on 1st down there. So now Ian Book out to his right, dumps it off quick, picks up about 7 yards.
Steve, Danny Burkle is somewhere smiling right now. He was the last rookie QB to to start the Saints. That was in 1997 against the Panthers.
Danny Werfel.
Better for Ian Book than it did for him. They got shut out.
All right, well, let's see. They're moving the ball a little bit right now, so 2nd and 2 officially picked up 8 yards. They're trying to get unique, or they're trying to move the pocket and stuff to negate some of this pass rush. Give it to Kamara, gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage, so the Dolphins stuff that. So it should be 3rd and 2 now. Might get the toolbox, I guess. Probably. I mean, you can put all you probably need one now for all of your wrenches. So actually, they go down with a loss of a yard, so it's going to be 3rd and 3. Dolphins probably going to bring some heat here, I would expect. So 3rd and 3. Actually has some time to pass. Book is getting away, and he's not going to get there. He gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage, so shocker, they have to punt.
There's so much going on in the head of Ian Book. And this time, watch, you're only going to get 3 rushers from the Miami Dolphins, and they're going to drop 8. So he's seeing all-out blitz, he's seeing all-out blitz drop, and now he sees rush 3, drop 8. There's nowhere to go with that football, and it's a clinic right now as to how to play a young quarterback for Brian Flores and Josh Porter, the defensive coordinator.
Now there's a flag.
There's a flag out of nowhere.
Not sure. Usually this late. Maybe it's haunted or something.
A late-ass flag.
There's good conversation going on. Adrian Hill and his crew.
So he's got to get more touches on the football. He's not been enough. He's got to be a focal point. Best player on the team for the Saints.
Look like some shit talking going on. So an unnecessary roughness on Alvin Kamara, and they lose 15 yards. Yeah, bro. I mean, they don't have a chance, man. I mean, that's a stupid penalty. Don't get me wrong, but like, oh yeah, he pushed Christian Wilkins. I mean, that's a stupid. Yeah, that is a stupid penalty on Kamara, but I mean, they just don't have a chance, bro. Like, and I just gotta keep it real. It's not really that exciting to watch. I mean, again, their defense has kept them in it to this point, but I feel like the Dolphins offense, it's only a matter of time before they break through because the Saints defense just gets worn out. I mean, they already have a 2-score lead, so. I mean, it would honestly be a miracle for the Saints to be able to win. I mean, it's not an ejection-worthy penalty. It was an unnecessary roughness. He pushed Christian Wilkins, and they gave him 15 yards. So, I mean, it's not an ejection-worthy penalty. All he did was push him. He pushed him and then walked away. I mean, if they start throwing punches, then, you know, obviously that's different, but
Outages can be unpredictable and inconvenient, but with a Generac home standby generator, you can run your zone uninterrupted because you have power when you need it the most. With the Generac, it powers our well, the refrigerator, and my CPAP machine, which are all things that we need to survive on a day-to-day basis.
commercials.
Home standby generator from Generac. 8 out of 10 home generators are Generac.
Yeah, bro. So, like I said, I just don't see the Saints offense being able to do fucking like anything, bro. Werfel. I think you spelled his name wrong, actually, but yeah, Danny Werfel. Didn't do much. He was awesome. Yeah, but they were just talking about him.
Christian Wilkins history and where this might have started in the first quarter. Yeah, a little back and forth there, but I don't think that was actually it. This is it right here. Watch Wilkins. He takes the towel of Kamara. Kamara's like,
yeah, see, no. Yeah, and see, look, Christian Wilkins fucking, like, pulled his towel out from him and shit, like, because you could call that taunting, bro. That's, like, some low-key ass fucking taunting. That's some, like, fucking low-key ass fucking taunting. I mean, they didn't call any flag, but anyway, 1st and 10 for the Dolphins at their own 28. Hand the ball to Lindsey. Gets about 5. I mean, that was a stupid penalty. I mean, Kamara got the penalty. That was a stupid penalty by fucking Kamara for sure, but it was instigated by Wilkins. Get an interception. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I always love it when Howard gets a pick. I just want to see a more competitive game, honestly. 2nd and 6, handed to Lindsey. Is that Lindsey? Oh no, that's Gaskin. He picks up about 4 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and short, 3rd and 2. Like I said, bro, I expect the Dolphins' offense is just going to break through at some point. I can't imagine these guys are going to be, if there's 8:40 left to go in the half, I can't imagine these guys are going to be able to fucking keep their shit straight the entire game, man, on defense. They're just going to get worn the fuck out. Anyway, dropping back to pass. He gets it quick to Waddle in the middle with pressure coming. It's a 1st down to about the 47-yard line. There's a flag down, though. So we'll see what the flag is. But it was a nice gain. Holding on the offense. 74, is that Davis? Or no, Eichenberg. So holding call on Eichenberg, 10-yard penalty backs us out. If Howard gets an interception, he'll be at 27. Davenport was bringing the heat. 3rd and 12. Wildcat play to Lindsey, picks up not very much, so Dolphins are going to punt. So the Saints Saints defense is still keeping them. Yeah, waffle. Saints defense is keeping them in it. I just don't see how the fucking, I mean, unless the Saints defense puts them in like really good field position, like already inside the 20 or something, I just don't. Or if the defense scores, I just don't see how they put up any fucking points. Good coverage there. They get to the 24-yard line, so they're going to start, they got to drive the length of the field, which I don't see them having any chance of doing. In fact, I would venture to guess that we will probably force another 3 and out or a quick punt. The last drive wasn't a 3 and out, but a quick punt within the first handful of plays. A lot to say about who we should resign, but Howard's another.
So give them some love.
Yeah, I'm not very confident that they're going to be bringing Howard back for next year, my dude. especially because I do still expect them. I do still expect them to go after Deshaun Watson. And if they get Deshaun Watson, they're probably going to have to clear some space, and they could very well let one of those, corners, those high-paid corners go. And if I had to place my bet on which one it was going to be, it would be Xavier Howard because of the contract disputes, because of the fact that Byron Jones is, Flores' guy. They're like buddy, and the relationship between Flores and Howard personally is not very good. So if I had to choose, I would say Howard's going to be the one out between those two. And I think his chances of coming back next year are pretty slim. But, we'll see. I hope I'm wrong about that. Obviously, I would love to see, Howard continue to play for us until he can't anymore. But that's the thing, though, too, is I'm not so sure that they trade him either. Or at least I'm not so sure that they will be successful at trading him, because I think that Howard, he wants to retire a Dolphin. So if they try and trade him, I think he probably will just retire before they can do it. So
the 7 spots are spoken for. The Saints currently in the 8th spot. They need to win tonight to stay in 8. Should they lose, they'll drop down to 10. The NFC. They need to win to stay in the hunt.
All right, so they start from their own 25-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 25. Saints are out on the field, still 10-0. 7:24 left to go in the half. Dropping back, gets it out quick. Callaway makes a man miss and does pick up a first down. It's about 11. So it's not going to be a 3 and out. Makes a Landon Roberts miss. All right, so first down from their own 35.5-yard line, 1st and 10. They hand the ball off. Oh, and Ingram picks up about 8 yards. That was a good run by Ingram. 7 yards officially, so 2nd and 3. I mean, it's been a little bit more competitive than I would expect so far. So like I said, I guess I can't really complain about that too much.
He talked about getting everybody else involved. It's not about the quarterback or about everybody else. And all of a sudden you get Callaway making some plays, Ingram in the running game.
All right, so from their own 43, Wildcat with Kamara, he ends up keeping it, gets a first down to about the 50, so about midfield. Kamara faked the handoff to Ingram and then kept it himself. They're doing a little wildcat with Alvin Kamara. I mean, they got to get creative if they're going to have any kind of a fucking chance. So 1st and 10. Is Kamara? Hang on. Oh, no, Ian Book is in there. Fake the handoff, dump it off quick to Kamara, who picks up a nice gainer. That's about 11, 12 yards there. There's a flag, though. There is a flag, though, so we'll see if this one's coming back. But they have been – Graham Flores making things difficult. Yeah. What's the flag for? Personal foul. Oh, roughing the passer, so they're going to get 15 yards because Jones, he was trying to deflect the ball, and he ended up hitting Ian Book in the face. I mean, that's a tough one because it's very incidental. He wasn't doing it on purpose. There was definitely no malicious intent, but he did get him in the face. So it's a hard call. I mean, they're going to call that one because it's to the head and neck area by the book. So 15 yards to the end of the play. So they are, they are getting downfield now, and they are now in the red zone or close to it. just outside of it at the Dolphins 24-yard line. And they hand the ball off to Ingram, it looked like. Picks up about 4, maybe 5 yards. Well, they're getting a little creative, so, hey, this is getting a little bit more competitive. Good, man. As long as it stays competitive, bro, as long as it stays competitive throughout the entire game, let's get this fucking W. That's all I want. I just don't want to see it, a game that's not competitive and gets completely out of hand because they were decimated by COVID. So as long as it stays competitive, I'm good with it. So they give it to Kamara. They can't fucking tackle. Come on. I mean, you got to tackle this dude. You do got to keep. He is. I mean, obviously, that's one of the keys to victory for the Dolphins is to contain Kamara. It's going to be 3rd and short, though, it looks like 3rd and 1. And they are obviously in field goal range already. So 3rd and 2 officially. So if they don't pick up the first down here, or, if we manage to hold them to a field goal, then 10-3. Re-signed Howard, Ogba, Needham, Duke Riley, Roberts, Hollins, Gesicki, John Jenkins. Yeah, I like all those players. Timeout taken by the Saints. Oh, yeah, the play clock was down to 1. That's fine. I mean, there's 3:40 left to go in the half. That's a smart play. Do not let the play clock run out and back you up 5 yards. So that was a good call.
Dolphins got a pretty good look at Ian Book, saw him in the preseason game, and then Brian Flores also coached him in the Senior Bowl. Not sure coaching staffs want to be coaching in the Senior Bowl. Means you didn't have a good regular season.
3rd and 2. All right, so 3:40 left to go in the half. 3rd and 2. Still fucking 10-0 from the Dolphins 15-yard line. They hand it to Kamara, and he's going to be short by about a yard. So it's going to be 4th and short. Let's see if they decide to go for it or just take the points.
Nowhere for them to go, and then Landon Roberts gets in there, and clearly he's short. And I think with a rookie quarterback, Sean Payton, in this situation,
I don't know that it's 4th and 2. He did pick up at least a yard.
Saints can get the football to start the second half.
Looks like they're probably going to be aggressive. Yep, they're going to be aggressive here, and they're going to go for it. 4th and 2. Or maybe they were just trying to draw us off sides. So they get a delay of game penalty. Yeah, it looked like they were probably just trying to draw us off sides to get a free first down, and now they're just going to kick the field goal. So it looks like it's going to be 10-3 with 2:40-ish left to go in the first half. Duke need new contracts still. I'd look to upgrade running back. I mean, I would bring those guys back for sure next year, but then also look to get, that lead back, that hard pounding lead back. I want a back like Jonathan Taylor. We're never going to get, we're not going to get Jonathan Taylor. So they do kick the field goal, and it is good. So 10-3, and they do start the second half, obviously, with the ball. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. We're not going to get Jonathan Taylor, obviously, at this point, right? Like, that time came and gone. But I want a back like him. I want a back that has that kind of vision, patience, anticipation, right? Like, who knows how to fucking set us up. Kareem Hunt. Yeah, Kareem Hunt's good. What's going on, by the way, King Kamara? Yeah, I think you just came in. So I don't think it's I don't think it's very fair that you guys have to play with as many players out on COVID as you do. But I got to hand it to you. So far, you guys have really kept yourselves in the game. I mean, your defense has definitely taken care of business. You've held us to only 3 points on offense to this point. So your defense is still playing really well and keeping you in this game. And your offense was able to move downfield and actually pick up some points, which I was actually super skeptical about because I didn't think you guys really had much of a chance. But they were creative on that drive, and they managed to get some points. So you're still in this, and you guys do start the second half with the ball. So
If Miami wins out, they'll be in a playoff spot. And I will add this: they have not been eliminated from contention with the AFC East as well. So everything is still on the table.
Yeah, tell the people at home they got to play Tennessee and the Patriots.
Oh, that one. How about Week 18? Flores Belichick.
So yeah, I mean it's been an interesting game so far.
You have any New Year's resolutions, guys?
And like I said, I gotta hand it to you guys for keeping it competitive. So 1st and 10, let's see if we can score before the half. They do hand the ball off. Duke Johnson picks up about 8 yards on 1st down. With the clock running to about 2:30 left to go in the half. So it's going to be 2nd and 1, 9 yards officially on the gain. Tua out of the shotgun, bringing Waddle in motion. Now he goes up under shotgun, and they just took it down. They basically just took it down to the 2-minute warning. So I don't know why, though. Why wouldn't you at least fucking run one more play? Why would you just run like 30 seconds off the clock there? Like, I'm not really, that kind of confuses me. Like, why would you just, are they like, I mean, I feel like that was a scared move. I feel like that was a scared kind of move. Like, why would you just sit there and let 30 seconds run? I don't know. Re-sign everyone. Yeah, they could. They could re-sign everybody if they don't go get Deshaun Watson. Because if they go get Deshaun Watson, then that's going to eat up $40 million or whatever it's gonna eat up, and then they're going to be a bit, hamstrung in their abilities. So anyway, I'll be right back. I'm going to use the bathroom.
Join over 100,000 online sellers who get shipped with ShipStation. Go to ShipStation.com/try and get 2 months free. Do you suffer from sore, aching muscles and stiffness from working out and exercising, or from normal everyday activities? You can enjoy the relaxing, pain-relieving benefits of deep tissue massage right in your own home with a high-impact Pro Massage Gun. Using the clinically proven science of percussion therapy, the revolutionary high-impact coil allows you to target areas of your body with precisely calibrated pulses of pressure that reach deep into the tissues and muscles in your body.
Hi, baby.
Just 500 options. You can get your today for just $59.99. We will include the forehand, round hand,
Meow. Get under there, crazy.
That's not all. We will even ship your
Alrighty.
absolutely free. That's right. The high impact, the forehand interchangeable heads, and free shipping. All for less than one.
Pro Massage Gun.
Your high impact Pro today.
Coming up on the USA Insurance Halftime, Chris Gordon's fastest 3 minutes. And Al Schefter's insider update on Jimmy Garoppolo and Lamar Jackson. That's coming up at halftime. 96 players tested positive today. Were placed on the COVID-19 reserve list. That's almost twice as any other day the NFL's ever seen.
Yeah, I mean the COVID situation is still out of control in the NFL. So that is something. I mean, who knows, bro? We could end up being that team next week. Although I did see the Titans put a couple guys. So they run the ball with Johnson, pick up about 3 yards. There's a flag, though. They picked, and it looks like it's on us. So it's coming back. So holding call. So replaying second down because Austin Jackson got a holding call. So now it's going to be 2nd and 11. Yeah, they played better last week, bro. It was the Jets. The only question I have is, will the Saints defensive line be able to hold up throughout the entirety of the game with having no rotational players, basically? All right, so they get it quickly out to Waddle, who picks up about 8 or 9. So they say 10, actually, so it's going to be 3rd and 1. Clock is ticking, running. It's about down to a minute and a half. Can they get in field goal range at least? 1:30 left. They do still have 2 timeouts, though. 3rd and 1 from the 34-yard line. Looks like there's a little confusion on the Dolphins side. Getting lined up. All right. And Dolphins ended up calling a timeout. Well, I mean, it's been an interesting game, that's for sure. Yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Pro massage gun. I'll take it as a sponsor, especially because if they give me one for free, I could use that shit, man. I work out regularly and stuff, and I could totally use it. All right, 3rd and 1. Here we go. Whoa. Them some crazy helmets. 3rd and 1. 1:12 left to go in the half. Dolphins still up 10-3. Saints do get the ball after. They get the ball out quick to Waddle. He picks up about, it's a 1st down, picks up about 10, 12-ish or something like that. All right, so 1:07 left to go in the half. Can they at least get into field goal range before the end and have to give the ball back? Naturally, because the Saints get it after half. So from their own 43-yard line, 1st and 10, drops back. Tua gets it out. Who is that? Oh, it's Waddle again. Picks up another 1st down. He's now 2nd on the list for all-time receptions by a rookie, only behind Anquan Bolden. Taking the holidays off and put it in bubble. Yeah, I mean, it's a disaster, bro. COVID is just fucking ripping through the NFL right now. It's so terrible, dude. Anyway, we are at the 40-yard line, out of the shotgun, 1st and 10. Oh, looks like we're going to get a free 5 yards there. Yep. Encroachment, defensive side. Should be 5 yards, so it'll be 1st and 5. Neutral zone infraction. Davenport was trying to get a rip. All right, so from the 35-yard line, we're right on the edge of field goal range. Bringing pressure. Tua gets hit again. Jump ball nearly gets fucking intercepted. There's a flag for something. Could be a roughing the passer. 58 seconds left to go in the half. Oh, no, it's holding on us. So on 63 on Dieter, that's on Dieter. So a holding call on Dieter backs us up 10 yards. Could cost us points here. So 1st and 15 now, backs us up to the 45-yard line. 58 seconds left to go in the half. Bringing some pressure. Tua has to step up. He does manage to get away. Durham Smythe makes the reception. It's going to be 2nd and short now, so they pick up most of that back. Tua managed to get away from the pressure. It's going to be 2nd and 2. That's really close. They could potentially overturn this because he doesn't have control yet. Doesn't have control yet. It touched the ground. That's super close. That could go either way. They called it on the field as a catch, so I would assume it stands. That's super close, though. I got to keep it real. Reached out to a Titans collab. Either DM me on Twitter or Facebook is fine, man. Whatever. I mean, look, I rarely actually use Facebook. So Twitter's probably makes a little bit more sense. That's a tough one, man. It's super close. I would think it stands, though, because the call on the field was a catch. Let's see what they say. Yeah, I'm totally down. Let's see what happens here. I mean, obviously, if they overturn it and it's not a catch, then it's going to be 2nd and 15. If they do rule it a catch and they at least stand, then it'll be 2nd and 2. Yeah, I mean, I would say, look, I'm going to keep it completely 100. There was a lot of movement the entire way up until the point the ball touched the ground. However, he did eventually get it pinned. The only question is did he get pinned? Did he get it pinned inside quick enough? That's obviously what they're reviewing. I do understand why they're reviewing it. I would think, though, that the call would stand on the field because that's what they called. So we'll see it'll be interesting. I like it as a stands. I like it as a call stands as a catch. I like it call stands as a catch. 39 seconds are currently left on the clock. This is a long review. All right, here we go. Let's see what they say. After review, it stands. Okay, like I said, stands. That makes sense. It was super close. Super close. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to keep it 100%. That was super close. Yeah, cool. Sounds good, man. Super close, but I do like the call stands on the field. If they would have called incomplete on the field, I would still go with the call stands because it was that close. It was that close. It was super close, man. Super close. Although having said that, I also don't necessarily agree with the complexity of the rule to begin with. Yeah, bro, I'm a socialist. You ain't know? Staring at the two a deep ball. I'd love to see it. Okay, so 2nd and 2 from the 32-yard line, right on the edge of field goal range, deep shot, and Waddle couldn't bring it in. So incomplete with Lattimore in coverage, 3rd and 2. Oh, that's what you meant by the deep shot. Yeah, I'm like a play behind. I'm watching on a stream online, so I'm like a play behind. 3rd and 2. I mean, it would be a pretty long field goal from here, so let's see if they can at least pick this up. They got 27 seconds left to go. Out of the shotgun, dropping back to pass, and Tua gets sacked. Well, that's not what you want. And the clock is just fucking winding down. So it's probably going to end up going to half. Cameron Jordan just fucking destroys Jesse Davis and gets around on Tua's blind side. Hey, man. They are keeping themselves in this. 4 seconds left to go in the half. Dolphins took their timeout. What are they going to try and kick a, like, super long field goal? Well, it's definitely been a competitive first half, so I can't complain about that, honestly. Let's see how it plays out in the second half, but so they are going to go for a super long 56-yard field goal with Jason Sanders. He's had a rough season, man. Let's see if he can make it and put the lead to 13-7 or 13-3. There was a timeout. He was good on that kick, but they did get a timeout before he kicked it, so that kick was good. So they're trying to ice the kicker. So let's see if he gets it the second time around to make the game 13-3. Otherwise, it'll go to half 10-3 with the Saints getting the ball back either way. 59-yard attempt? Holy balls. 59-yard attempt. And that's no good. Fuck. Well, the icing of the kicker worked. Well, so it's going to be 10-3.
USA, this is Stephanie.
Hi, this is Robert. I'd like to get up to 30% off my month.
All right. Fucking yeah, man. It was a hard fought, tough half, and you guys are still in the game, man. I mean, it's only 10-3 right now. We only lead because of the defensive score that we got, right? So, and you guys do get the ball after half. So, I know Dolphins fans in general don't want to see this game be competitive and stuff, but I actually like the fact that it has been a competitive game. Now I still want us to win, of course, but I do like the fact that you guys are being able to keep it competitive. Was that a catch? So yeah, the first thing you need to know is I'm actually not a huge fan of the super overcomplicated catch rule. So there's that. That's the first piece of context you should know about me to begin with. Having said that, my overall opinion of that play is whatever the call on the field was is what I think they should have gone with, which is what happened. They called it a catch on the field. They said the call stood as called, and I agree with that. If they would have called it incomplete and then the call would have stood in review, I would have agreed with that too, because I think that it was really close. There was a lot of movement. There was a lot of shifting of the ball. It took him a little while to gain control of it. And there is an argument to say that he didn't have control of the ball when it touched the ground. But there is also an argument to say that he did. So it was super close. And so I go with whatever. In that case, I think that whatever it is that they saw in real time is a fair call. And going with the call on the field is the right call to me. So hope that answers the question. Dolphins defense owns Ian Book. Yeah, I mean, lol. Yeah, bro. I just don't think he's got much of a chance. I mean, that's fun. I honestly don't even care about this because it's like more action than I normally get in here. So, like, I feel like whatever this madness is, they're bothering me with it. I'll leave my moderator to handle it. Sorry to put that on you, Grandizer. I'm actually trying to load a dab right now. Anyway, I'm not going over to the panel, although I do want to listen in for a little bit. So at halftime, I'm going to listen in. I am going to join the post-game panel, though. Trying to make my night. Yeah, I mean it's I don't even know what that is. Like, I guess it's a thing though, huh? Oh shit. Yeah, fuck it. I take it, bro. Look at all those likes. Okay, I appreciate y'all. This motherfucker. Yeah, I like it. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's been a hell of a game though, man. Enjoy the dab. I will enjoy the dab. Thank you. I'm gonna take it right now. In fact, although I'm gonna be off screen because I'm trying to get used to. Nah, y'all ain't bothering me. I'm trying to get used to doing it off screen so that way, because I'm trying to get monetized and all that good fun stuff. And once I get monetized, I'll. But anyway, it's been a crazy game, man. Dolphins obviously leading 10-3 right now because of the the pick six. Yeah, man, dabs for the win, son. Dabs for the win. I've actually been, I know it's like off topic from the game or whatever, but like I've been doing dabs now for a while because like I want like I'm 32 years old. I'll be 33 in March. I've been smoking for over 20 years, and you know, I love my herb, bro, but I wanted to clean up my smoking habits. So doing dabs is so much cleaner. So much cleaner. Can I say kitty goes meow? Yeah, sure. Kitty goes meow. Meow. I have a cat, by the way, so I like cats. I like cats. Kitty goes meow. I'll even meow for you. How about that? Fun stuff? Good stuff. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, though, man, fucking crazy game. Yeah, you do that with the She Got Sports all the time. Subs up. Yeah, I saw that. Hey, I'm not complaining. Like I said, bro, that's more action than I normally get in here. So it's like, you know, that was actually kind of really exciting for me. And 118 likes? What the fuck? Hell yeah. Just need a lot less stuff for the dabs. Yeah, absolutely. And I actually have just real quick, I actually have a Dolphins colored dab rig. 5 to like 100. Yeah. Well, it's at 119 right now. So it's pretty dope. I like it. I like it. But yeah, man, so fucking halftime. Looks like they are getting ready to come back from half. So we are getting ready to start the second half. It's been a hell of a game, man. I gotta say, and they've kept it competitive. So thank you. Yeah, I do. Thank you, Tom Grossi. I appreciate that. That was it was exciting. It was exciting, right? It was a burst. All of a sudden, motherfucking hella people came up in this bitch. I appreciate it. I do. I really do. That was fun. That really, I'm going to say it, bro. That kind of made my day. I'll keep it real with you. That kind of made my day. That was fun. And like I said, you know, because I appreciate you, Stefan. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, anybody's welcome. Anybody and everybody is welcome. So, I mean, I'd really rather you not call me Dilly Dilly. Like, it's kind of weird and, like, kind of reminds me of my mother. Because my mother is literally the only person in the world that ever calls me Dilly. Because she's my fucking mother. So it's a little weird, but, I mean, it's whatever. I don't mind, honestly. I'm not like insecure about it or anything. So it's just funny. But he's using the reference though to the to the Pit of Misery, to the Bud Light commercials. So it has not gone over my head, the actual reference that he's using. I do acknowledge that. I do. And clean out my banger. Yeah, the Pit of Misery. Honestly, bro, like I've never been a fan of Bud Light, but I have drank a lot of it because like I've played a lot of beer pong in my life, and beer pong or Bud Light is usually the beer that we would use for beer pong because it's so light. Nice. I appreciate y'all. I see y'all. A couple of y'all gave me some new subscribers. I appreciate that. I appreciate the homies. Like I said, everybody's welcome. She got sports, aka Lauren loves it. She did a pie in the face yesterday. I do a pie.
Expensive treatments, injections, and prescriptions.
I don't know. I have two reasons why I'm kind of against that. One, I'm vegan, and so it's kind of it's the first reason is kind of a silly, stupid reason. Because obviously I wouldn't be eating the pie, but it would be most likely made with like, eggs and stuff. So I'm vegan and I don't support that. But the other reason is because like I have this weird thing. Like I hate to have shit on my face. Like it really bothers me. Like I can't be a super messy eater. Like you would never see me be the kind of eater where like with pasta I'm slurping it up all over the place and got it all over my face and getting it all over, my shirt and stuff. Or with ribs or chicken wings in the past, I was never the kind of guy to like have that shit all over my face. Like it bothers me to have. So I'm not comfortable like having food all over my face. But I mean, for 1,000 subscribers, yeah, I could maybe do that. Although I would obviously have to like do it outside or something because and they were over there too. How does the group know who to? I don't know, but it was fun. I enjoyed it, and I appreciate being thought of. All right, so we are getting ready here now for the second half. Dolphins still do have a 10-3 lead. Saints will get the ball, so let's see what happens.
Another type of 3D type of structure. You just see all the guys sitting at the sticks. It's just all those different multiple looks. The Brian Flores told us, but that's what we do.
Let's see what happens.
That's going to be a tough assignment. That's why the Saints are over 5 on third down.
Coming back from half, baby. Here we go. Tom puts the link in his chat. Looks to support. That's what's up. That's awesome. And I love it. And I appreciate it a lot. I really do. All right, here we go. Dolphins are about to kick off. Yeah, bro. They have kept it competitive having as many people out as they do. All right, so it looks like it's going to be a touchback. Going to come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see how this second half goes. Tom Grossi, vegan pie. Maybe the first. I mean, they do make vegan pies, so that's why I said, no, like, the first one was kind of a silly thing. Makes a ton of great. I've heard of him before. I don't think I've watched him, but I've heard of him before, so. He's also vegan? Nice. Like him already. All right, 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Let's see what happens. Fake the handoff, dump it off quick. Picks up about 3 yards. That's to the tight end, Wolf. So they give him 4 yards, it looks like, officially. So it's going to be 2nd and 6. Yeah, I mean, if you see, though, the Saints are doing a lot of, like, they're changing the pocket and changing the launch point and stuff and getting, they're trying to roll him out and stuff a bit. I mean, it makes sense because we do have a good pass rush. So, it's been a long time since we've been able to say that. So they hand the ball off this time to Kamara, picks up only about 2 yards. So it is going to be 3rd down. Dolphins have an opportunity to get off the field here. Third and 4. Let's see what happens here. So from their own 30.5-yard line, 3rd and 4, out of the shotgun, dropping back, gets it off, was nearly picked, trying to get it to Kamara. Van Ginkel. So it looks like we're going to force a punt. Packers. Oh, he's a Packers guy? Yeah, I see his content. Yeah, I'll check him out. I'll check him out at some point. I've heard of him. I never. I haven't looked into him yet, but I have heard of him. I will check him out. All right, so we are forcing the punt. Now let's see what happens on the other side of the ball. Fair catch. Holland calls it at about the 24-yard line. So Dolphins offense, is now going to come out on the field.
I don't think my credit scoring experience is 52 points.
Supposed to be 21 points by scoring a game-winning touchdown. Experience boosts up millions of people. How can it help you? Boost your credit scores instantly, free. Download the Experian app now. BK, Italian original chicken is back in the 2 for $6. Basically, you want crispy chicken, rare sauce, and melted mozzarella. Because of him. For Pete's sake, the Italian original chicken sandwich is back in the 2 for $6. Pete's way better.
All right. I mean, imagine the Saints end up getting like a defensive score here and tie the game. And then the second half just like goes back and forth and we can't score anymore. And it's just like 10-10. And then it goes to overtime. That would actually be a relatively exciting game, I would have to say. I obviously don't want I don't want them to get a defensive score, but it would be, it would actually be very balanced at the end of it because we got, we're up a touchdown because of a defensive score, and it certainly would be an interesting game, especially too because then if it goes to overtime, well, that's fun. Let's go to overtime. This game is for the playoffs, bro. So whichever team loses is basically out of the playoffs. So let's take this shit to overtime and decide it there. Let's have a good competitive game that goes into overtime and then decides it there. I don't know, whatever. Like, I do want to get the win though. And I am pleased that it has been competitive throughout at least the first half. Yeah, very high stakes. Both teams are 7-7. The loser basically drops out of the playoffs. Excuse me. All right, so 1st and 10 from our own 24-yard line. Looks like Ford's in motion. They hand it off to Lindsey. Picks up about 4, maybe. Looks like about 4 yards on 1st down, so it's going to be like 2nd and 6-ish. All right, baby, come on. 2nd and 5. Here we go. From the 28-yard line, they hand it to Lindsey again, and he gets dumped for about a 3 or 4 yard loss this time, trying to fucking get him out onto the outside edge, just got blown up. So now it's going to be like 3rd and 10. It's going to be back to like a 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9-ish. So it's going to be 3rd and long now. Yeah, 3rd and 9 officially. So that's not going in the right direction. Crowd's getting loud from our own 25-yard line, 3rd and 9. Dropping back to pass, bringing pressure. Tua evades it. Deep shot, and it's intercepted. Lattimore with a pick. Yeah, Tua did a good job of stepping up in the pocket and getting away from the pressure. And it looked like he was going after Mac Hollins deep, but he overthrew him, and it went right into the arms of Lattimore. Yeah, he should have thrown that to Waddle for sure. He was getting a little too greedy there, and just overthrew him. He definitely fucking.
You put the ball in harm's way. He did it last week, and there's no reason for that. It was Jalen Waddle coming across the middle. The guy you want to get the ball to, you can hit to him in stride, and he might break free.
No one plays more man-to-man defense than the Saints. Marshawn Lattimore is that man.
All right, well, that's not what you want to see from the Dolphins. All right, Ian Book drops back. They do get a sack. There is a flag. It's going to be a loss of a yard, but we'll have to wait and see what the flag is. It could end up being a holding call. Or no, false start? Okay. So it's a false start on them, so they're going to lose 5 yards.
You know, he's got a lot of talent, and he's a smart kid, but it's almost like he gets bored. And you try to force it all down the field.
Okay, so they actually declined the penalty. It's going to be a loss of 1 yard and the sack.
The offense isn't explosive, and you're just having a dink and dunk and take what they give you.
So it's going to be 2nd and 11. Yeah, we got the sack just now, loss of a yard. So it's going to be 2nd and 11. They're at their own 35-yard line. All right, come on. Come on, defense. What do we got for them? Fakes the handoff, drops back to pass. That's a good pass to about the 48-yard line to Callaway. He had time in the pocket. Good throw from Book. Well, this actually is not very good because it does look like they are starting to get a little comfortable. Come on. Nice catch. All right, so at their own 40-yard line. All right, defense, come on. Got to get a stop. From center, they hand the ball off. Pick up about 2, maybe 3 yards. Looks like about 2 yards. Is that to Ingram? So it looks like it's maybe 2nd and 8-ish. Come on, defense. 2nd and 8. So it should be now at the Dolphins 49-yard line. 2nd and 8. Come on. Yep. 2nd and 8 from the Dolphins 49. From under center. Fakes the handoff. Gets away from some pressure. And he throws the ball, and he's just getting rid of it. So it's going to be 3rd and 8. They did bring the heat on that play. There we go. Come on. Now you can light them up, right? 3rd and 8. Time to get a stop. Force the punt. Force the punt, baby. I mean, that was a smart play by Book. The pressure was coming, bearing down on him. He evaded it, and he got the ball off to, evade the sack and evade a loss of yardage. But now it's 3rd and 8. Dolphins defense got to get off the field. 3rd and 8 from the Dolphins 49. Saints call a timeout. There's a little confusion apparently on the Saints side.
Facing their longest 3rd down conversion attempt of the night. The road to the playoffs for New Orleans.
Whew, well, it's been a hell of a game, man. It has been a hell of a game.
This is reasonable. They got the Panthers, the Falcons that get that bottom line, and how reasonable they've already lost to both of those teams this season.
I know a couple of teams that would be real excited about seeing the Saints defense, those being the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
All right, so it's going to be 3rd and 8.
These guys are coming off the COVID list.
They're not injured, so you know that
Come on, baby. Got to get off the field here. Got to at least force a punt, right? Come on. Dropping back to pass. Ogba's coming. He escaped for a minute, and then Jones managed to catch him. So it's going to be another sack, a loss of a couple yards, and we should be forcing the punt now. Okay, there we go. He did manage to fucking. I mean, if he would have just kept running more to his left, because he ran right into the tackler there. He actually probably would have had some space and some room to run. Maybe even to pick up the first down if he would have gone left, but he started going right. All right, anyway, they punt the ball. Fair catch at about the 14-yard line. So that's where the Dolphins are going to start. All right, so Dolphins offense coming back out on the field. Still got a 10-3 lead. So it is still in the Dolphins' control right now. Let's see if the offense is able to do anything with it, extend the lead, put a drive together, take some time off the clock, right? Oh.
The first step in selling your home is finding out how much it's worth. Home Life gives you a free home valuation and matches you with top local real estate agents or marketing websites. Find out how much your home is worth for free at homelife.com. DealDash.com. DealDash.com. This KitchenAid mixer sold for less than $26. This iPad sold for less than $43. And this PlayStation 5 sold for less than
Oh, boy. Well, it's been a hell of a game so far. It has been tight. It's been low scoring, defensive heavy.
Why not gush and force at the same time? It's easy with Waterpik Sonic Fusion 2.0, the 2-in-1 oral care breakthrough with 2 times the bristle speed and superior flossing power. It cleans deep between teeth and below the gum line, clinically proven to be up to twice as effective as regular brushing and flossing for removing plaque and improving gum health. So up to the world's first flossing toothbrush.
Brandon Jones. Yeah, Brandon Jones. He cleaned it up. Because the Ogba started getting pressure first. Ian Book actually did a really good job of like stepping up into the pocket and scrambling. His problem on that play, like when I watched the replay, it looked like he actually did have some space to his left. He had some room to run to his left, but he started to go right, and Brandon Jones was there. He ran right into Brandon Jones, and he cleaned it up for a loss of like 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So they did force the punt. The Dolphins are starting at their own 14-yard line. All right, here we go. Dolphins offense back out there. Tua from the shotgun. Johnson to his left. 1st and 10 from our own 14-yard line. Fake the handoff. He got it to Waddle, but Waddle dropped it. Or maybe Roby deflected it.
Almost an unbelievable play by Roby. Watch, he get 2 hands on this. He was going for the interception.
Oh, yeah. He was going for a pick. Oh, and he almost had it too. Well, we are lucky about that because that would have put them in phenomenal field position. That would have put them inside the 20. So we are lucky that was not picked off right there. He was trying to hit Waddle on a quick crosser. 2nd and 10 now. They give it to Gaskin, who gets maybe a yard. So it's going to be 3rd and 9. 15. Oh, really? Nice. I haven't looked yet, so that's cool. All right, so it's 3rd and 9. 9:15 left to go in the 3rd. All right, now I'm starting to get nervous, though, because the Dolphins offense hasn't really done anything. This defense has fucking – I mean, it's actually getting to the game I expected. 3rd and 9. Deep shot. Hollins makes the catch, baby. Nice. Looks like it's right around the 45-yard line of the Saints. Deep shot. Nice, baby. It was good coverage, though. Hollins just fucking with the great catch. Nice ball. Yeah, so the 45-yard line of the Saints. What a catch. What a catch. Apparently, New Orleans is challenging this. Yeah, I don't know why they would challenge that, honestly. It should be a catch for sure. Okay, need to do a challenge. Yeah, do something. We'll figure it out. I haven't really thought about it because I don't expect to get there anytime soon, so hadn't thought about it. But yeah, I'll figure something out. Let's see if the Dolphins can do something with this, man. Yeah, I don't know why the Saints would challenge this, to be honest. It seems like kind of a foolhardy challenge. They should lose it. They'll also lose a timeout. They'll be down to just one challenge left. And frankly, it could be even worse because as the commentators said, there's a chance they actually could tack on 15 yards in a pass interference call if they really wanted to.
They give us stuff. They give us joy. They give us lessons and sharing. So give them some love back.
Ice bucket, something fun and entertaining. Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, when I was a kid, I used to do all kinds of stuff like, you know, as a dare. Like when I was younger, I would do almost anything on a dare. Almost anything. I had my limits for sure, but I got dared to do so much shit when I was a kid, and I did it. So yeah, I'm up for crazy shit like that or whatever. Well, like I said, we'll figure something out.
Truly art seltzer. Go for two.
All right, let's see if they can capitalize on that big play.
Pre-game warm-ups. Matt Hollins, is this how you go to work? Perfect. Hollins, 4 receiving touchdowns the last 7 games.
Beautiful catch.
Quick career-long 65-yarder in week 11.
I mean, it was good coverage. 40-yard passing play. Yeah, so they do lose the challenge. I mean, I don't know why Sean Payton challenged that. Anyway, so we are now at the Saints' 45-yard line, 8:25 left to go in the third. I mean, if we can get a touchdown, then it's pretty much game at that point, I would think. They fake that, or they hand it off, then flea flicker. Waddle with a big gainer. 20-ish yards? 24? Okay. There we go, baby.
He just kind of jogs off the line of scrimmage, then just takes off across the field. Marshawn Lattimore, he knows that he's beat trying to chase him outside in. Why do you guys always fall through when they jog off the line of scrimmage? You know what's coming.
All right, man. Can we capitalize on this? Because I really don't have any faith in the Saints offense. Like, it's really not even a competition for the most part. All right, they hand it off this time. Duke Johnson breaks a tackle and ends up picking up about 10 yards. It was going to be a gain of maybe 1. Yeah, man, he just fucking ran through that linebacker. But see, that's the thing, though. That's one of the things, man. If that was Demario Davis and Quan Alexander, I don't know if that would have happened. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, they have kept themselves in this game. So 1st and 10 from the 10, it's a Direct snap to Lindsey, picks up maybe about 4 yards-ish.
This feels like it could potentially, I know it's still early, but this feels like it could potentially be a game-defining type of drive. They had a big third down right there that New Orleans couldn't get off the field. They're coming with some big plays.
Yeah, I mean, if we get a touchdown, that's probably the game, honestly. If we get a touchdown here and 17-3, that's probably it, because it's really – but that's what I was saying, bro. Like, this is what I was kind of expecting. The Saints offense can't do anything, and they tried to run it again, picks up maybe 2 yards. The Saints offense can't do shit, and eventually the defense is just going to get worn out. And, you know, Duke Johnson just trucked one of their backup linebackers that's having to play tonight because Demario Davis and Quan Alexander and whatever are all out. Malcolm Jenkins is really good in run support too. So, like, anyway, it's 3rd and 2. Dropping back, bringing pressure. Tua gets hit as he throws, and it's deflected. There's a flag, though. 2 flags. I think we're going to probably get bailed out here, though.
Get the pressure that they wanted, get the incompletion. Did they hit the quarterback later? Is this going to be a hold? There are 2 fouls on the play. Before the pass, holding defense.
Roughing the passer defense. So we are getting bailed out. Half the distance to the goal. We are getting bailed out here a little bit on a penalty. I mean, I think that's a little. They say they're calling it on the guy that went low, but there was nowhere else to go. There were bodies in his way. He couldn't be any higher. It's a little ticky-tack, but whatever, you know. So it's going to be half the distance to the goal, 1st and goal from now the 1.5-yard line. So let's see if they can punch it in. Christian Wilkins is in at fullback. They hand it to Johnson. He did get stuffed, though. No gainer.
Nothing doing there.
So let's see what happens, man. Let's see if the Dolphins can punch this in. 5.5 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Dolphins still up 10-3 right now.
Put 6 on the board. They've been very good down there. 2nd and goal.
They give it to Waddle, and that's a touchdown. He's trying to waddle. There it is. It was like a was it a reverse? Yeah, it was like a fake handoff and then a pitch, right? Let me see. Let's see the replay. I think it was like a fake handoff. Or no, it was just basically a pitch. Just a pitch, and Waddle gets in for the touchdown. So that's going to be 6 points right there, probably going to be 17 after the extra point. And I'm going to say that is most likely the game because I don't have any faith in the Saints offense to be able to come back from this. So 17-3.
And he's got that. 17-3 is Miami. Waddle. Tua Tagovailoa, teammates in Alabama and Miami. Everybody, not the world, but the Waddle.
Parents are materials. That was a fun year. They found out to get
Super Bowl 51. I told you we were going to be here for you. 28-3, man. We're business. We won the game, but my mom won too. My family won too.
Hi, I'm Big Bob, and I stop at my homeland store.
Well, like I said, man, that should be the game. I mean, barring some pretty crazy shit, I don't really see them being able to come back. They're down 2 scores, 14 points. Their offense is not going to be able to do anything. The Dolphins' defense is just going to fucking tee up sack performance because Ian Book and this offense probably are not going to have any fucking hope. And the defense is just going to get worn out. I can't imagine that they're going to be able to keep it competitive any longer. So it's probably my expectation for the game at this point is it's just going to start going. It's just going to start going heavy in the Dolphins' favor.
Get the look you deserve. I invite you to shop online at bigplaza.com. Use promo code TV and save 10% on any glass chairman at bigplaza.com.
Take a look at tonight's fueled up moment, brought to you by Campbell's Chunky Soup. And we're going to give credit to offensive coordinator George Godsey and to Tua Tagovailoa making this play. This was a big time drive where they needed it. The creativity from Godsey, flea flicker to get it to Jalen Waddle, and then a touchdown on a reverse flick from Jalen Waddle as well. Some physical running from Duke Johnson. That was one of the most impressive drives of the season for the Miami Dolphins. Like he said, out there, explosive, coming to catch it.
All right. Well, I mean, you know what's funny too? I just saw today that the Titans put 4 players on the on the COVID list. If we end up getting, look, the Titans have already put a god awful amount of players on the injured reserve because of injuries. If we end up playing the Titans because they have an outbreak of COVID, bro, like, I mean, that would just be ridiculous. I'm just gonna say. Anyway, 1st and 10.
Maybe the turning point of the game. Tagovailoa throws the interception. Saints can't do anything with it. Miami gets a second crack at it down the field. Touchdown. There's Miami.
All right, so 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. They hand it to Kamara. Breaks a tackle in the backfield. Ends up getting about 10 yards for a first down.
For the entire Saints team, let's look at 10 yards.
I mean, the Saints, if they want to stay in this game, they have to get a touchdown. Otherwise, it's just going to get out of hand. Because we're already down under 5 minutes in the third quarter. They hand it off again. Kamara shows some patience, ends up getting about 3 or 4 yards. So it's going to be second and manageable. About 2nd and 6, probably about.
This year they've been using him a little bit different. Obviously, no Drew Brees, and they've been dependent on their best player. And so they have run him more than any other season in his career.
So 2nd and 4:10 left to go in the third. 2nd and 7, so 3 yards officially on the pickup. From under center, fakes the handoff. Dumps it off to Kamara, but Kamara gets dumped for a loss. There's a flag, though. I mean, Baker was trying to say he took the ball from Kamara, but the play was already over. And it's a holding call on the Saints anyway, so they're going to back up 10 yards. Yeah, forward progress was stopped. The play was already over. But, I mean, it doesn't matter, bro. Like I said, the game's basically over at this point. I mean, the Saints are not going to be able to do anything. It's super not fair, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So it's going to be 3rd and 12 now. So at a minimum, Yeah, so they actually declined the penalty because it was a loss of yardage anyway. So it's going to be 3rd and 12, and then so you lose the down. So dumps it off to little Jordan Humphrey, picks up about 8 yards.
57 different starters, a new NFL record. That's one ahead of this year's Texans and the 2019 Dolphins. That was Brian Flores' first season in Miami.
It's cool. It's unheard of, obviously. And when we talk about offensive tackle, yeah, it's a top 5 position in your big 52-man roster that you're going to listen to the very best, too, in Armstead and Rams. I mean, that's a tough situation. It's just right because you can't recover from that kind of thing. You play with any type of consistency. You don't get it.
So we do force the punt. I mean, again, not really a shocker there because they just don't have. They just didn't have a fucking shot, man. They just really didn't have a shot coming into this game.
What happens if you have any taste work for a long period of time? I don't know. You just bring anything, fly back, or really close. If you had a horse, faster than some. Oh, really not
Scurvy.
Talk to us about disability income insurance today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Mass Mutual.
It's almost like standing just 6'3" in a league full of incredible giants. I don't think you'll ever make it, but at least I'll give you credit for trying. How come? Nobody ever analyzes the process. Probably too busy fantasizing about the outcome. What we're talking about is like 2018 Smackdown Round. Rookie of the year. But the world ain't giving that. He don't need no trophy case. It's the world can't fit that. All he needs is the option. It's the ventilation. And now they're going to skip the rock to the next generation.
What is another better practice for you? Trying to help you matter whatever. Well, as with everyday purchases and on-time payments, it's going to help it be a lot easier.
I do have a Cash App.
You deserve some credit.
It's in.
Get started and chime back.
I put it in my in the description box. I have the little the ID or whatever the fuck it is. I put it in the description box of my videos.
No team has ever made the playoffs starting 1-7. Here's the road for Miami. Obviously, got to get the win here tonight. Tough matchups at Tennessee and then home to New England. Now, keep in mind, the Dolphins won the first game of the season at New England. Miami was cruising to the go-ahead score. Patriots coughed up the football. That's how the Dolphins won. They potentially would have the tiebreaker.
They already beat a rookie quarterback in his first start of Mac Jones. Now they're playing another rookie quarterback in his first start in Ian Book. So they've put a break on a couple of these now.
So 1st and 10 from our own 19-yard line.
First down and 10. 2:48 to go.
And they run the ball with Lindsey, picks up about 4 yards, 3-4 yards.
This next 2 weeks, and this game was as well, maybe the biggest in Tua Tagovailoa's life. And mid-season, can't underestimate enough how much was swirling about Deshaun Watson and having to address that. And the trade deadline comes. And since that trade deadline, this team has rolled off 6 wins. Tua's played more consistent. He's coming to play here consistent tonight. But listen, he's put a statement. I think the number one thing right now is
I mean, I do like what Tua has done since he's, been back and, whatever. And I'm a fan of his and supporter of his and stuff like that. But I mean, this just isn't fair. Anyway, they run with Lindsey again, picks up another 2, maybe 3 yards.
Deshaun Watson, do you hear it? How does it make you feel? He said, I don't not feel Watson. If you get past the double negative for a second, you get the essence, right? It's the perfect sense. It really is. You understand where he's coming from. He said Brian Flores.
I mean, I don't think making it to the playoffs is going to save Tua in Miami, though. I do think that they are I do think they've made up their mind on him, bro. Because even in this game, I mean, so far we only have 17 points. He did throw that interception. Like, I mean, they're going to constantly have things to point at. They get pressure on him. Tua breaks the pocket, takes a pretty big hit. He's going to be a little short, too. So it is going to be 4th down, and they do get off the field here. He tried to pick it up.
He's trying to get this first down. You got to get down and protect yourself.
Took a pretty big shot there. Drilled the shoulder right into him. So they do force the punt. I mean, there is still the third quarter has only got 45 seconds left in it. So if the Saints are going to come back, they got to have some kind of crazy fourth quarter fucking magic, which, okay. I mean, their defense has done a pretty solid. The Dolphins offense has been fucking, they have 10 points. The Titan and Pats get to play to go, and Miami stays healthy and Miami moves out. Yeah, bro. I mean, well, if that does happen, or if something along those lines happens, Dolphins community is gonna hate the shit out of me yet again, because I'm gonna be like, look, bro, I'm gonna keep it honest with you. Like, it's cool that we're in the playoffs, but 3 teams that were supposed to be really tough ended up not being tough because of injuries and COVID, and we just get to get in that way. That's not how I want to make it to the playoffs, bro. Like, Kenny Stills with a catch for like 3 yards. That's not really how I want to. That's not how I want to make it to the playoffs, bro. Like, I'm just keeping it honest with you. As much as I want to go to the playoffs, that's not how I want to do it, man. Like, looks like they're doing a wildcat with Kamara again. 2nd and 6. Kamara ends up keeping it and only gets about maybe 3 yards. 2, maybe 3 yards. That's the end of the third quarter.
Big second half, thermodynamics to teach, whatever that is. Let's fill up with some chunky soup. Well, with 19 grams of protein per can and chunky chicken noodle. Lunchtime is your halftime.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom really fast. Be right back.
Some things can't be tried at home. With Capital One, the possibilities are unlimited. Introducing Venture X, our new classic travel. Earn 10x miles on hotels and 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges. Find your win next with Venture X. What's in your
Experience the moments of Mount that has the whole world cheering. Are you ready for endless new plans to go on? Or maybe again, ready to stay on the playoff race? Or if Ben and Steelers ready for one last run? Are you ready?
Tonight's aerial coverage is brought to you by Goodyear. Season's Superdome. This place has always been one of the great home field advantages in the NFL. The Saints line up to stand
All right.
2-5 this season at home. Should they fall tonight? 4 consecutive postseason trips for the Saints. They won the NFC South for all 4 of those years. We know that's not happening with the Bucs clinching the division title yesterday. And so New Orleans really up against it. It's been an unbelievably tough year for the Saints. You go back to the Hurricanes, right? Playing
So 3rd and 5, starting the fourth quarter.
James Winston, the offensive line we talked about. Kamara misses 4 games. They lose 5 in a row. Now you got COVID. How many things can these Saints have to overcome in one season? And I think tonight you're seeing it might be a little too much in this one.
Beat the Bucs twice, beat Green Bay, won at New England. And he really struggled.
Drops back. Gets it off, but they're going to be short by about a yard, so it's going to be 4th and 1, but you're going to imagine they're probably going to go for this, right? I would pin it to the top, but I'd have to have the tool shed, admin status. Pin. Oh. Nah, I mean, it's cool, man. You ain't got to do all that. I mean, there ain't even nobody in here. You're the only one in here right now anyway. We had our fun with the whatever, so 4th and 1. Let's see if they can pick it up and at least keep the drive going. Nope. I mean, this is just not fair, bro. Like, it's really not. It's just not competitive, bro. Like,
it's played really well by Miami defensively. Just called spread right option. They pass it off. So there's nowhere to go there, nowhere to go there. And then a 2-man around on 4th down. You got to put it up, throw it up at least. On 4th down, he doesn't get that down. I do not like that kind of ball on 4th down.
I mean, he's a rookie quarterback. How much would you expect him to do? Like,
I know right away what they're doing. It's too easy to defend. Make me defend the entire
I mean,
field.
this game is not fair. Like, if you're being objective, it's just not fucking fair. But it's funny though, because the Dolphins fan base is so ravenous. They're so ravenous that they just literally don't care. Waddle picks up about 5-ish yards on 1st down. So that's 10 catches now for Waddle on the season. Or, I mean, on the night. Excuse me. Anyway, I am gonna I do plan to jump on the panel, the post game panel. I'm probably not gonna talk a whole lot though, because I know everybody's just gonna want to talk about the win and how wonderful it is, and we beat the Saints and we're gonna make it to the playoffs and shit. Tua avoids the sack, gets it to Gesicki. So I'm probably just gonna say my opening statement about how I don't think it's fair. It wasn't a fair game under the circumstances. And for me, that bothers me. But it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. So, let's just move on with it. We got the win, and now it's next week against the fucking Titans to see if we can make it 9-7. Finn's going to be Super Bowl to do very good performance. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anything Tua does is going to stop them from going after Watson. I think that's, going to happen regardless. Incomplete.
By Gardner Johnson, but there's no flag. I like that play from Tua.
2nd and 10.
He identified there's no safety. I'm going to find my matchup. I'm going to find my tight end, Gesicki.
There was a little bit of a grab there. But there was also a little bit of a push off. That's probably why they didn't call anything. But I don't care, bro. And I don't want to hear about officiating. Like, I definitely don't want to hear about officiating from Dolphins fans, bro. If Dolphins fans are going to bitch and complain about bad officiating when the Saints are as depleted by COVID as they are, nah, like, get out of here with that noise. Miss me with that shit, bro. Like, somebody says some shit about that, then you're probably going to get me annoyed, because you want to try and say that we're winning 17-3 right now, probably going to make it at least 20-3. They didn't have any chance going into this game. And, like, if Dolphins fans want to bitch about referees and bad play calls under the circumstances, like, fuck that, bro. Oh, and that's an incomplete. So Dolphins probably going to go for the field goal at this point, 4th and 5. They are in field goal range. Probably going to make it 20-3, and 17 points is going to be insurmountable because they just literally don't have a chance. So Miami goes get the playoffs, wins the playoff, and 2 is a huge part of that. You guys like EM and TD will cry. It's a team sport. I mean, look, that's the thing is I'm such a nuanced person that I have a lot of different opinions that some people find to be contradictory, but are really not. Like I love Tua, and I think that he's wonderful, and he's certainly he's been the reason why our offense. So it is now 20-3. He's been the reason why our offense has been able to do anything. It's definitely nobody else. He's elevated the offense without question. But I do think that they are also going to be going after Watson. Like, I think both of those things are true at the same time. And I also think it's true that over the past 6 games, aside from the Ravens game, and you can make an argument for the Panthers game with their defense, but at least 4 out of the last 6 games were actually bad opponents, not very good opponents. So that is part of the context for sure. And then this game, it was supposed to be a really competitive game, but it's not because of COVID. So, again, that's important part of the context. And I'm not going to leave that out at all in my evaluation. Although I know that the vast majority of Dolphins fans are going to be like, who fucking cares, bro? I care, bro, because I'm a good fucking human being and I actually care about, other people. And so I put myself in their shoes, bro. And it's like, if that was us, and hey, to be fair, maybe next week we're that team or whatever, but it's just not fucking, anyway, so it is what it is. The Dolphins diplomat. Yeah. I just care about fairness. I care about, equality. I care about facts, data. I care about context, right? I care about nuance. I care about all those things that the vast majority of people do not care about. Most people don't give 2 fucks about any of that shit, bro.
Lets you explore and revel in a curated selection of the world's most unique and unexpected tech, fashion, and adventure items. One place. Open your phone's camera.
Yeah, I predicted. I still, in my preview video, I still predicted a Saints win. But I said in the video, honestly, with the amount of players that they've lost, it's probably not even. I said in the video, there is a real chance that the Dolphins could end up not only winning this game, but run away with it. And it's just, yeah, it's just. Anyway. It is for me, it is kind of hollow, bro. Because that's what I'm saying. I'm the kind of person, I actually have empathy for other human beings and for other people's situations and shit like that. There's the human aspect of it, just period, with the fact that, COVID is a deadly fucking virus and it does so much damage to you. Even after you get rid of it, you can still have significant issues from it. So there's that perspective, but from it's not a competitive game, dude. It's not. And, I care about that. Dolphins, and when I say I got to stick to my principles, that's what I mean, because I care about that shit more than I care about winning, bro. I want things to be fair. Do I want to win this game? Absolutely. But I don't want to do it because we're beating up on a fucking team that is super fucking already beat up. Especially when the playoffs are in, such a big deal for both of us. And so Book ends up having to fucking get out of the fucking pocket, picks up 3 yards. This is just going to be a boring 4th quarter because I don't expect any kind of, competitiveness out of the Saints. Yeah.
I think everybody can relate to that out there. He's one of the most accomplished coaches in the history of this game, and just got 150 wins last week.
And then he gets sacked again. I mean, there literally is. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. They don't stand any chance, bro.
The quarterback, 6th sack tonight, had 6 last week against the Jets.
Yeah, you see Jerome Baker coming up the middle, Javon Holland off the screen to your left. They just get 3 runs on the quarterback, and that's a recipe for disaster. Look, Josh Boyer, defensive coordinator of Miami Dolphins, has changed up the looks. You see Javon Holland there on your screen. We haven't called his name a lot tonight, but he's one of the finest jump free safeties in the entire NFL.
Lead the 30 to convert this 3rd down. Here's Camara.
I mean, that was a big run, but it's probably going to be just short. Although they'll probably still go for it.
We'll bring up the 4th and 1. Why not?
Holland and Baker. Yeah, and then Kamara ripped off a 19-yard run, so it's going to be 4th and 1. And Book does take the quarterback sneak and gets it, so they are still alive for right now. I mean, this drive is still alive. They don't have any shot of coming back, bro. They're down 17 points right now with 10 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. There's no shot. Even if they put up more points, bro, it's just too big of a deficit against too strong a defense with too little fucking on offense. There's a flag after like a 2 or 3 yard pickup. Hands to the face on Byron Jones. So they're going to get a little life on that. Not that it fucking matters. Saints by 3 and 43. Yeah, I mean, the betting lines changed completely, though. The Saints were favored going into this game originally, and then the Dolphins became favored after all the COVID. Like, I mean, it's obvious, bro. It's obvious that this is not. And a huge sack there. I mean, like I said, bro. Like I said, the Saints offense was going to do absolutely nothing. They were going to end up getting fucking run over. Dolphins defense is going to pile up like 6-7 sacks.
Remember this night for a long time, and listen, it's going to be rough, and watching the tape's going to be rough, but take these lumps and learn from them.
2nd and 21. He is flattened. Emmanuel Ogba face to face with Ian Book.
And it gets fucking. Yep, there's 8 sacks now by the Dolphins defense. I mean, it's just not even close to fair, bro. Yeah, 8 sacks now. I mean, it's not even close to fair, bro. Like, Ogba on that. I mean, that was a little bit to the face right there, but it doesn't fucking matter, bro. Like, 3rd and 31 at their own fucking 16-yard line. Kamara got fucking drilled.
That's Jerome Baker. And one signals touchdown.
And so they're going to say a fumble and a touchdown for the Dolphins. I mean, I guess, bro, but I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure Kamara is down. Yeah, he's definitely down, bro. He's definitely down.
Really awkward there. His left foot underneath them, and I wonder how much longer. After review, determined that the runner was down by contact.
I mean, it doesn't matter, though. It literally doesn't matter. They have absolutely no fucking chance, bro. Absolutely no chance.
They just enjoyed so much success here over the years.
Place at the 16-yard line. Please reset the game clock to 8 minutes, 20 seconds. The clock will start when I'm ready for play station.
Gilligan. Stand by his own goal line. On Holland. Really good punt. All the way back to 30. There's other guys in traffic. It's a 54-yard punt. Going to be on their way. Up 20 to 3.
First step in selling your home is finding out how much it's worth. HomeLife gives you a free home valuation and matches you with top local real estate agents for a market analysis. Find out how much your home is worth for free at HomeLife.com.
These folks don't have time to go to the post office. They use Stamps.com. All of the services of the post office are only cheaper. Get a 4-week trial as opposed to your digital scale.
Yeah, I mean, this game's over, bro.
And never go to the post office again.
Have you ever seen a stock that went through the roof? Or thought, oh yeah, roof that? Well, get it enough. Enjoy the mountain food. With everyday investors just like you, with stock is going to tune a market-leading stock picks. Their average return is over 600%. Over the 50 times the return of the S&P 500. Get stock picks every month, a special limited price of $79 for your first year. Don't look back and say, I wish I knew that. Join Google.com/79.
These are Smile Direct Cloud aligners. They're laser cut for comfort to gently straighten teeth under a doctor's direction. They can turn a smile like this into a smile like this in as little as 4 to 6 months for less than $3 a day. So choose comfortable. Choose fast. Choose Choose Smile. Get started for free at SmileDirectCloud.com.
Jalen Waddle of Dolphins having themselves a night. Burger King of the moment.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of the ways that George Godsey has decided to use Jalen Waddle. It's been really creative. First, they get him involved in third down. This is a sail route. Nice throw from Tua. And they move in the backfield, and they sneak him out the opposite direction. It's called the first route right there. Great job on another third down. Then the flea flicker, Lewis, got him sleeping. Yeah, I really like the fact that they got the ball down the field in this situation in here. Just a little tag pass to get him into the end zone down there on the goal line. But when you have explosive guys like Jalen Waddle, we saw him at Alabama throughout his entire career. You have guys like this that are being put on the screen with guys like Jerry Rice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty good company right there. You know you got a special player. That's no good secret.
I mean, Waddle's going to be great. I do like Waddle.
Six more catches.
On Monday Night Football.
What's left of this for final 2 regular season games as Anquan
I do like Waddle.
Those catches every
I would have
day.
prioritized differently, but I do like Waddle.
Down to Laura.
Yeah, Steve, it was funny because Jalen Waddle said he didn't even know about this record until people started tagging him on social media. And he was like, oh, okay, this seems pretty cool. He said it's cool either way. Any record in this league is big because it's so competitive. He only wants the record if it comes with wins. The ultimate competitor you mentioned, we saw it in college. We're seeing it at this level too. This guy wants to win more than he really wants anything else.
And tonight he has 7 yards less receiving yards than the
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to be like stupid quiet on the panel.
There you go. Tonight we'll not
I'm
show
probably just going to
7
listen a lot tonight.
Here's Duke Johnson. Look down from behind. Could be the horse collar.
Horse collar penalty going to be on the Saints defense.
I know this has been a frustrating night for this football team. You got some young guys.
Nah, bro, it's not a frustrating night. This is like the NFL. I just tweeted out that the NFL really should be ashamed, bro. Like this game just proves that they don't give a fuck about quality of the game at all. nor do they give a fuck about player health, because there is a chance that the players could be out there spreading the fucking virus around and we don't even know about it. But yeah, they don't give a shit about quality of the game or player health or any of that. And they should be ashamed that they let this game happen with the implications for playoffs for both teams. Like, yeah, I mean, but I have I'm going to say my little bit at the start, and then I'm probably just going to sit there and listen, because it honestly, this is not how I want to win games, bro. I don't want to win games. Like, if we were able to do this against the Saints when they were, at the beginning of the week, before they had 22 players get put on the COVID list, down to their fourth string quarterback, and et cetera, like, yeah. Anyway, I'm sure people will have no problem, shitting on me in the comments for it. So it is what it is. I guess it's a good thing I don't really pay attention to the comments. Anyway, this game is obviously over, so I'm going to smoke a dab off screen. I'm going to get my last dab in for the game, and then I am going to go use the bathroom and take a piss, and I'm going to start getting ready for the panel and whatnot. And honestly, I'm mostly just going to go on tonight because I want to chop it up with the homies in the backstage. I'm not going to say much tonight. Like, and the thing is, dude, is like, the thing is I just can't help it. Like, because I feel bad for the Saints and for Saints fans, bro. Like, this just isn't fair. And like, Dolphins fans want to be so quick to be like, who cares? Who cares? I don't have any sympathy. Well, no shit, you don't have any fucking sympathy. That's because you're a fucking dickhead. But I do. I have empathy for other fucking people. And if this was us, I mean, dude, last week, Dolphins fans wanted to reschedule the game because Holland and Waddle weren't playing. But this week, they're like, who fucking cares, bro? Who cares if they're missing, like, a ton of guys and a bunch of key starters? But,
that should be celebrated league-wide throughout the NFL.
Bro, I get surprised when, like, one person agrees with me. I'm so used to having the outside opinion. Like, that's been my entire life, bro. That's one of the primary reasons why I've not had any personal success in my life, because I have the outside opinion almost always. Because I'm a critical thinker, bro, and I think of everything. Like, meaning I think about all scenarios, as many as I can possibly conceive. I make sure that all context is involved. I like nuance, like, and people don't like all that shit. So it is what it is.
And that's down. There's no way. Your first start, my first start was against Dan Marino. Hey, we're down. That's crazy. Down there in South Florida, Mark Clayton, Mark Duke, Jackson playing tight end. Very first play of the game, I walk up to Keith Jackson to press him, and man-to-man coverage. I look at Dan Marino. He comes up to the line, and what's that mean? He goes, and he winks up. Oh, come on. Does that mean he's coming after me? Does that mean that, it was just funny. He literally that was Deion's double play game. He played baseball and football on the same day. But Dan Marino was the guy. An absolute classic beautiful offense. He beat the tar out of us too. First
in the chat, being on the don't get reasons. I mean, EM. I don't agree with all of EM's opinions. I think he focuses way too much on certain things, and I don't think Anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter, but. Most people don't agree with the shit I have to say, so it is what it is. Is what it is, man.
So in your second meeting against Marino, did it come back?
There's under 4 minutes left to play.
If he doesn't remember, that's a no.
Humphrey's got it.
Wow.
And he's going down the sideline. And the Saints have been waiting for this all night long.
I mean, that turned out to be a big play, but it's a little too late. Too little, too late.
Great catch.
Just give him an opportunity. You see man-to-man coverage. You're backed up, nothing to lose, and we've been talking about doing this a little bit, whether it's Callaway or Humphrey. Trying to get to him.
Rod, scamper out for a couple.
Caleb Bennett down on the field. And already mentioned the fact that this is the second offensive tackle on the roster that they have used.
Lewis, he's playing in his first game in the last 3 years. He was a starter a few years ago for the Buccaneers. He started the guard position. And it was all hands on deck for the Saints tonight. The 22 players on the COVID reserve list.
The last 3 weeks we've shown up to do these games, and we've had so many scratches on our boards that we've added players that we never heard of.
And now the Saints have an injury, so.
We had an offensive lineman, Kyle Murray, number 69, and he hasn't been on the roster. Now he's out there on the field trying to protect.
Right. Some of these guys aren't even on the practice squad. They are signed today to the practice squad and instantly elevated. It's an unbelievable game roster.
Try and pull off, man. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, this game never should have been played, bro. Like,
Murphy's last game was in 17.
I mean, it never should have been played.
And that'll go incomplete. Humphrey was out of bounds.
It should not be played tonight, bro. But,
309.
like, I feel bad. I do. Like, I know most Dolphins fans don't give a shit and all they care about is winning, but nah, bro, not me. I care about things bigger than winning, man. But you know what, though? And I mean, that just goes to show you, though, you know, I mean, that's the world, bro. Like, that's the world we live in. People are selfish. They only care about them. There is very little empathy in this world. Like, very little empathy in the world.
Because they've got a decision to make at quarterback. Now, here they all are, all up front. Here comes the 7-up, and this is a great call. This is just a screen to Kamara.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go use the bathroom and start getting ready for the panel.
You got to give him a better ball than that. Even though you're under pressure, that's what the job description is a quarterback in the NFL. But it's going to be interesting to see what the Saints do in the offseason at quarterback. Did they get enough from Jameis Winston? We'll find out. Obviously, Taysom Hill was signed a 4-year extension. But Trevor Siemian probably doesn't have a lot of future here. And then there's Ian Book. So what are they going to do at that position?
The constant evaluation process. That is the NFL. Look under siege all night. He knew this was coming because we knew this was coming.
I mean, Miami is just so multiple. We've said it how many different times. But the number of different players that they bring, 4 or 5 defensive backs have come on different blitzes tonight. Agba right there with a face-to-face hit in the pocket. Christian Wilkins right here after he throws the ball. I mean, it's just one after another after another.
They're up to 33 sacks, guys, over the previous 7 games. It looks like a 7-game winning streak. Now 14 of the last 2 weeks. But really impressive what Miami is doing here. On 4th and 9, flush from the pocket. Okay, we'll get out of there. Fires, and why not?
And it's intercepted. Brandon Jones.
On the interception.
And that's basically the game right there.
It's not one player, it's another, man. That's like it was first round drafted Jalen Phillips. With the pressure.
The rookie initiation continues.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, as soon as he drops the link, I'm gonna go up there, but I'm gonna start prepping for it right now. So
They move him inside, let him rush up the guards in pass rush situations, in passing situations. that just makes a bad decision. Well, I mean, he had to throw the ball as fourth down. You know, he had to give it a chance, and there's nobody open. And I'm in these situations. You got to let it go, and you know there's probably going to be an interception. But
I mean, we get the win though, so you know it is what it is. I like it's not like I can control any of it, right? So it is what it is. I'm just gonna say my piece and then move on.
the decision at quarterback for the Saints.
It's now.
Wisconsin was 4-2 this year, and then he got hurt.
Okay.
So that's why I say.
Just gonna say my piece and move on. You know, we're now gonna be 8-7. We're still in the thick of the. Yeah, I hear you. We're in the thick of the playoff race, 7 in a row now, and Dolphins have their destiny in their hands. So we'll see how the next 2 weeks go.
And if you think of draft picks, be in the middle of the pack. You think where they're picking in that first round.
I wouldn't be in the draft market if I'm the Saints, just because the quarterback crop coming out is not good, and so I'd be in the free agent market. A guy in Seattle, that might be available.
Yes.
Others.
Sean Payton wondering, do we really need to take the 2-minute warning? Now 20-3.
I'm looking at the map right now. Okay.
There is a free version of StreamYard. It's obviously pretty limited, and they have the they're going to have the StreamYard branding. The StreamYard branding is in the corner of the of the image.
They give us love.
Yeah.
They give us joy.
And then it starts the paid version. There's 2 levels. The first one is $20 a month. Shit's ridiculous, man. Shit is ridiculous. The world is so expensive.
Because being there for each other is priceless.
Coming up on Monday night post game, played by Adam Cole, highlights and reactions from the Rollins locked up in studio with the first look to some potential scenarios that are coming up in week 6. That and much more for now to get it back out to the Superdome. Dude, happy New Year, my friend. Same to you, pal.
All right, so let's get this last 2 minutes over with, huh? 3rd and 6. Can we just get a first down so we can fucking... Yeah, they have no more timeouts. Can we just get a first down? They pitch it to Lindsey, and he does not get a first down. Oh, my God. Come on. Let's get this game over with, man. I mean, so what? Now we get to fucking...
Yesterday, they had a bunch of guys out. They came in and upset the Chargers. What the Colts did, going on the road at Arizona, they were around 4 of their 5 offensive linemen and Darius Leonard, and they got big wins.
Yeah, it's 20 months.
Teams that are persevering through this COVID and having a bunch of players out. And yesterday, those 2 great examples.
We're already back onto the way. He shot Winston. Sean Payton's really high on this young man. Couldn't stay on his feet. Might have had something big there. Week 17. No Thursday. It's on Sunday afternoon on CBS and Fox. Check your local listings.
There's no Thursday game this week?
Stream games on your phone, Yahoo Sports.
Lame.
NFL apps. And the Dolphins
Dicks.
in Nashville on Sunday. And
What dicks?
against the Patriots. No team in NFL history has ever had a 7-game losing streak and a 7-game winning streak in the same season.
Yep, pretty historic.
He's on the board today.
You say no team in NFL
It's cool.
history, and you say this team can do that tonight. That's going to get your attention.
And then no team that had one win.
I mean, it's their fault they went 1-7 though. Like, it's cool that, you know, no team in NFL history's had a 7-game losing streak and a 7-game winning streak in the same season. But you can only do that by having a 7-game losing streak. Like, so, I mean, is that really something to celebrate? And it was their fucking fault. Like, what are you talking about? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I'm about to head over because this game is over. So I'll catch you over there or wherever, my dude. So thanks for coming in, guys. It was fun talking with you. You know, it wasn't a fair game, but we do get the win, 8-7, and we are in the playoff hunt. So, you know, we'll get past the unfairness and move on to next week. So I'll catch y'all later.